So if you're anything like me, then you've been on a lot of stress recently. I mean, personally, I kind of put the weight of the world on my shoulders, which isn't healthy, but like, it's fine. The world is kind of falling apart though. You got the economy crashing, coronavirus spreading, state of emergencies all over the place, schools shutting down, no more crowds of 10 or more people. Tom Brady is leaving the Patriots. Like, what is happening? So I want to talk today about something that helps me stay calm and kind of helps me push through hard times, because people get in their bag. We have bad days, bad weeks, bad months, and that's gonna happen. But if you know how to deal with those bad times, then you can normally power through and look back and say, well, that really wasn't too bad. Like, mentally I wasn't quite there, but I was able to force myself and get my actions completed anyways. So my name is Alex Bianchi, this is Define Wisdom, and today we're going to talk about gathering perspective and maintaining productivity in times of crisis. So I'm going to tell you about the stress that I've been going through recently, and my family owns 3 businesses: a dry cleaners, which is still operational but getting less business, a party store that we had to shut down, and a banquet hall, which is by far the largest business and has been shut down by the government because of the, virus. So my parents are going through a lot. I no longer have a job. I have a nice sense of community with the people that work there, and that's kind of been removed. It's really one of my only social outings. My school has been shut down, which doesn't particularly affect me too much, but it's weird because I was really excited that all my friends were going to be out of school, and now they're all quarantined by their parents. No one's letting them go out. It's just been a big mess. So not to mention the fact that with the economy crashing, my internship attempts at multiple businesses completely fell through, seeing as now they're working from home or they're not hiring. All of a sudden, all this momentum that I had worked to build up just stopped. For me and my family. The way I dealt with this was I played Minecraft for like 2 days straight. Video games are my form of escapism. But after I was done playing Minecraft one of those days, I said, alright, enough is enough. I gotta get back to my productivity. I gotta get back to my house. I gotta get back to my grind. And I started focusing on what I could do from home. And to my surprise, I could do almost everything from home. I went in the shower and I set goals for the next day, the next week, the next month. I said, how does the coronavirus affect me? And how can I either change the way it affects me, deal with it, or pursue something different that isn't affected by it? It was a really good exercise, and I felt really uplifted. All of the stress and anxiety about what was I gonna do kind of fell to the wayside. As soon as I got out of the shower, I got this. I'll show it to you. I really love keeping a whiteboard around, and this is what I got. It's kind of looks like scribbles to most of you, but it really worked for me. So what this says, I did daily, and then I did some things I want to do every single day to kind of like maintain that daily grind that experts are right now saying, if you're working from home, do all the things you would normally do. Keep your patterns intact. Just do it from home. I figured out a way that I would grow Define Wisdom, and I think I'm just gonna basically do the same thing I've been doing. I've been doing all of that from home. But for some reason, my mind was in a bad place, and I kind of just wrote it down. I said things that I can do every week to kind of set goals, fulfill goals, and long-term, how this was going to go out. And in the end, I wrote down that this is nothing compared to the difficulties that I want to face. And that's going to be different for a lot of people, which is really important to take into consideration here, is I have aspirations far out of many other people's, because I am simply wired differently, and I want to shoot for the top. So for me, knowing that this difficulty is nothing in the grand scheme of things, and I will look back on this and say, wow, that was such a mild problem compared to the things that I have and will face, it helped me. How am I going to be a billionaire or the CEO of a Fortune 500 company if I can't even get over just being stuck at home for a couple of weeks? So I said, if I can't power through this, I'm not going to be able to power through that. And basically didn't give myself an option. And all of this is well and good for me, but what can you do? And honestly, it's super variable. How is the coronavirus affecting you? And I want to know. Talk down below. How is the coronavirus affecting you? And while you're down there, be sure to leave a like and subscribe so I can pump out more content and you can watch it with me. Because I think a lot of teenagers are going to be affected differently. Obviously, the biggest one is school. And let's look at it this way. A lot of the times, online school is so much easier than in-person school because you can be a lot more efficient with your time. So think, okay, now that I have so much time, I'm stuck at home, I can't see my friends, all of this stuff, what can I do to use that time productively? I heard a recommendation recently of find a topic you're interested in and research it deeply. Go to the nitty gritty, like the science, the psychology, all of that. Figure it out. Just go on the internet, start Googling, read research papers, all of this stuff, and you'll enjoy it a lot. I have done that. It's a form of escapism for me, and it works. There's a lot of things that can make the time go by, but why waste the opportunity with a bunch of mind-numbing activities that are probably going to leave you a little bit shocked at the end of the 2 weeks when you go back to the real world? Instead, try and maintain that productivity. You can do a lot from your laptop, businesses, social media accounts. All of this stuff, connection-wise, can be done. And yeah, it's going to be hard because the world is going a little slower, which is why it's a good time to master perspective. While the world is falling around you, what can you do to improve yourself? Because even if the interaction that I had with VaynerMedia fell through, that doesn't mean that I have to fall apart. Come out of this situation a better person and you're gonna beat everybody who just sat on their ass for 2 weeks. I don't care if you read a single book, that's probably one more book than most people are gonna read. And something that I think is super important, and this is super cheesy, talk about what you're grateful for. Every day, look at yourself in the mirror, in the showers when I personally do it. 5, 10 things that you're grateful for right now. Everything is going to shit. Everything sucks. Everything sucks, but find beauty in it. Find good things that are still happening. Find good things in your life. I don't care if everything is so bad that the only thing you can possibly be grateful for is the fact that your legs work. Find it, appreciate it, and it will take you places. In the end of the day, this video is really just a remake of one that I've made previously of focusing on things you can't control with this circle of influence from the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. If you're worried about the economy, that's something you can't control, so just don't worry about it. Put it somewhere else mentally. Remove yourself from that situation. Accept it and take it into account for the things that you can't control that might be inhibited by a failing economy. But in the end of the day, you shouldn't worry about the restaurant business if you don't yourself or a family member own a restaurant. And trust me, even over the course of 2 weeks, you'll be amazed at the results that can be had when you go from focusing on what you can't control to focusing on what you can. And that's going to be it for this video. It was super ad-lib, not very edited. And if you guys want to talk down below about anything, let's make this the coronavirus support group. I know I don't get too many comments, but I'll be there. And then normally once I jump in, a few of my friends jump in, and bam. Another thing, I do have a Minecraft server, so if you want to be a part of it, then DM me on Snapchat or Instagram, and I can talk to you there. That's going to be it for this video. Let me know what you guys want me to talk about down below. Please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you on Friday. Peace.